We're on the south end of Chattanooga, just by the Georgia border. We are down Rossville Boulevard, goes to Rossville, Georgia. We're in a section of town that is not the greatest. It is full of abandoned buildings, thrift stores, check cashing places, and a Walgreens across the street that was not able to stay open. So that'll give you an idea. Well, we are going to catch this guy coming. They'll have a really good field of view here, and I'm going to try and operate the drone and pan so that you can see it. So this is here's our view. So he'll be coming from that direction down the tracks, and we're going to try and pan with you. I'm going to loosen up the pan screw on this, and then we're going to pan and try and get him as he comes past. So we can hear him. The whistle's coming. You can see there's another real friend over here. There's a couple of them over there on the tracks, and there's probably going to be 50 or 60 around the corner. There's another intersection. Honestly, the sight lines are better here, but it's a one-way street. It's in an iffy spot, so a lot of people don't like to sit here. I'm going to go fire up the drone and keep watching who's coming.
You have a little bit, yes.
He just started blowing, so you got a minute. He just started blowing, so you got a minute. I think about 4 crossings to slow down for, right? So.
Oh, there's probably 10 of them there.
You think so?
Yeah, it takes him a minute because you'll hear him forever before he gets there.
Right. I'll take some of the sky out of the picture to make it a little brighter. Hopefully. A little bit brighter. We can hear him. He's got several crossings to go down on the way here, so you can hear it, but it's a slow. He's actually going parallel to this main road, Rossville Boulevard. So with all the crossings happening, he's going to be going pretty slowly, so you'll hear him for a while. Where's your Sharpie, Mike? Hang on. Here you go. Want to go ahead and give me a...
Now?
Well, no, just when you get ready. But I wrote in too, and I put the boulevard so I can keep track of what order they're in.
Okay. Looks like the fellow's ramp fell off on his trailer, so he's trying to get it fixed.
Oh no. That's bad luck.
How are you today? Another day in paradise.
Yeah. Like that southern hat.
Yeah. That's what we are. Our model train got a 4501 starts right at 6:30. Then we got NW got 611. Then Southern diesels.
That's cool.
I guess the decision is if you can't fix it, just take it off and put it in the truck.
Yeah. Oh, okay. there's a couple people watching it. One of them's on the TVRM.
I've got some other guys here. Actually, do you mind showing your hat?
Oh, okay,
I think it's
good.
kind of cool. One of the other rail friends who just stopped by, he's got his Southern Railways hat on. So I thought you guys might enjoy that. Good little touch.
The model trains, we actually got started with cars.
Yeah.
And then it graduated into each level.
Right.
And then the more you get into the history of trains.
Right.
Because you want your model concept
Match
to
the
match
history.
the history. And then it got into rail photography and
Yeah.
rail fanning. And that's about where I am
Just
today.
keeps going.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, I can watch my trains go around the track 2 or 3 times and I'm done. you know.
Right, exactly.
But we
Well,
had
then you get to where Mike and I are and you're traveling to go watch trains.
Oh, okay, yeah, oh, yeah. Well, and that there's something to that if that's what you like.
Oh, he's got a good shirt.
Hey guys.
That's a good shirt.
Yep. Yeah, a year ago this weekend we were in Lula, Georgia.
Yeah, we were.
filming.
Lula, Georgia, yeah. It's
They
cool.
got a Y up there, don't they?
Yeah.
Yeah. We've been up there to that. What was the event in Lula?
I think we were just wanting to do the history of the town.
Oh, okay.
Because there's a lot of history down there, and they've set up this depot that's got power and everything, and you can set up and plug in and film, and you're
okay.
under the shade,
That's a
and we set up
great
a speaker,
filming
and
spot.
there's a little restaurant across the street, so
Good
we go over and get a
food.
cold drink, sit there on the
Okay,
porch.
okay.
Yeah, it's a good spot.
There was a gas station that sold some good fried chicken there.
Oh, yeah.
On the corner up there, one of those.
Yeah, that
little train-
Exxon.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still there, yeah.
Yeah. So, we went up there and somebody said, if you want lunch, go by that gas
I
station.
know, you never think gas station chicken would be that good, but it is. Yeah.
Yeah, but boy, it was excellent. So I'll forever remember that. But yeah, they got the Y there, and
Yeah, it goes just outside of
I
town.
think one goes to Athens,
Yeah.
the other goes to Greenville, something like that.
And we'd stayed in, what's the name of that town we stayed in there, Mike?
Oh, where we caught the Amtrak.
Yeah, Gainesville.
Gainesville.
Yeah,
Gainesville.
That's
yeah,
it.
yeah.
So we went and shot that
Right
in
by
the morning,
station.
and
Was it on time? No.
but we knew we had a while before we had to
Well,
be in Lula anyway. So
I don't know how many times. I live in Atlanta.
Yeah.
I live
Okay,
north.
we got smoke around the corner.
Okay, let me go ahead and get the drone up, I guess. How close are we?
5 minutes.
Oh, okay. Now I'll save some drone battery.
Well, the thing about it is, you used to set your clock by the train.
Right.
But
Not anymore.
Not even Amtrak.
He wasn't that far off, but he was probably, I think he was like 12 minutes late. So I mean, it was within the realm of reasonable.
In 2012, we had a member in our train club. We met at a member's house.
Yeah.
And we headed out about 8 o'clock in the evening. Now, Amtrak leaves Atlanta at 8 to be in Gainesville by 9.
Right.
And so anyway, we came up on the crossing and I said, my son said, "What's two?" I said, "Okay, there's the railroads." He said, "Too bad we can't see Amtrak." And then we looked down at our watch. And I said, "He should be along there any few minutes." And lo and behold, we got out of the car, and it was dusty dark, and we saw the headlights coming.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah,
cool.
it was cool, and we took it, and that was the only time.
Oh, we've got a guy asking, where is this? Okay, so we are on the south side of Chattanooga, right by the Georgia border. This is Rossville Boulevard, and he's going to be coming down this very long road. This used to be the kind of commercial corridor where there were a lot of car dealerships and stuff, and now it's mostly check cashing. So it's kind of a forgotten
car
part of town.
sales.
Yeah, used car sales. So we're actually right at the Georgia border. You can actually see the Georgia border from here. So this is the very south end of Chattanooga. So when you come down Holtzclaw, once you cross over a couple of the other roads, this essentially is the same linear path as Holtzclaw. So he's just coming straight down the tracks. And we can see the smoke in the distance. You should be here in just a second.
Casey, sound check. 3, 2, 1.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be a madhouse down there. There's already there's usually 50 or 60 people around the corner, which is part of why we're not there. As you can see, there may be 10 of us.
Because we got industry buildings, and they got the background, and yeah.
Oh, Matthew Davenport, I hate that we missed you, man, but I'm glad you're tuning in. You got a guy that says he rail fans here all the time.
I'm
but
like
always
you.
gets to
I
watch
think
the
I'm
screen.
gonna avoid that.
Yeah.
That's where everybody is.
We try and skip that. And then we always end up getting in other people's.
And don't get in anybody's way
I
down there
know.
because they will boo you
Oh,
in a
yeah,
hurry.
they'll
So
park at
we
your
were
front.
doing the CSX the Christmas special, and nobody knows this, but whoever's watching the live stream, I guess will know. But Mike had set out down the block. Well, I guess he had set out. He was there first, and everybody
Yeah, I was
else,
at the
including
church.
Jawtooth and everybody,
Oh.
starts setting up right, staring at him, and they're all giving Mike the dirty looks because he's wearing his bright green coat. We're like, "Hey, man,
Yeah.
we didn't know where to go. We were here first," and so he kind of tried to make peace and take his coat off. But if you look at Jawtooth's video, there's Mike standing there with his camera.
The first time I got involved in that was I was up at Spencer on the F unit.
Yeah.
F and E unit anniversary thing, whatever. And I found me a spot, and I was kind of walking over to it. About that time, hey.
Yeah, exactly. You get a lot of feedback.
You get a lot of
Somebody just commented to plan the route because people will pace the train. Yes. So fortunately, Mike lives in Georgia, right down the road. I live in Chattanooga. We are local here. We know all the roads, and we do have the luxury of getting to skip where everybody else goes. Obviously, no traffic laws were broken in between Holtzclaw and here. We would always very carefully maintain
Plus,
all
he has to
traffic
go
laws.
through the NS junction point,
Yeah.
and he has to wait for clearance to enter into the yard limit.
Yeah.
And then he bends and comes down the.
Yeah, I think he had a green block, man, because he didn't even stop like he normally
Yeah,
did. I think
kept
he just kept
going.
on going, and I just turned around and came.
So Mike and I used to ride this fairly often. Mike and I would rent the Eden Isle back, I think even before either one of us was married, actually. And we would go rent the Eden Isle and get our friends, and we'd go ride along. And then, of course, they took them down for a long, long restoration. And now the Eden Isle is in eternal restoration. So those days are kind of behind us. But here he comes. Horn's getting close, or whistle getting close.
It's amazing how the steam whistle echoes.
I know. I can hear that at my house. I live in East Brainerd.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah. Oh, I can hear it clear as well, man.
Oh, yeah.
Really good GPS.
Oh, okay. Oh, so you put the coordinates in and
That's
tell him to stay there. And tell him to stay there.
Right.
X, Y
And he'll
coordinates.
sit. Yeah, he'll sit in the
pretty
spot.
much. Yeah, okay.
So I know it's
He's
a little
right
hard
there
to
in the
catch
corner.
it, but if you can see it, you can see that the smoke is coming. So he's coming right around the corner.
There he is.
See the smoke.
Oh no! Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
Good to see you again. As he continues south, he's entering into Georgia, and as you saw, everyone's running to their cars and running to catch him.
The good news is, although a lot of these folks are from out of town, the guy we were just talking to is from Atlanta, Mike and I are local, so it's easy for us to know where he's going, because we've been on this train. Anyway, we'll see you again in just a minute. Come on back. Next time you see a notification, join us.